Hello, WBWIC. Seeing as the three most articulate speakers in the WBWIC were missing from the postseason party, I figured I would at least chime in here since Iceman and Donnie weren't there to give interviews, and I've been watching the other ones, and they're complete train wrecks. It's like people have never spoke or answered questions on the fly before. I think we hit a new low with USMC's interview, although I didn't think we could even hit rock bottom any further than after watching Keezer's. Anyways, I have a list of questions here that the commish has sent me, and I will answer them and try and restore some dignity and comprehensive interviews to this process. First off, how was the season? Good. It was a success, I would say, despite not winning the Donald. For the second year in a row, the Matterbaters made a nice late run to make the playoffs, which is kind of par for the course for this squad and for me as an owner, solo owner, I might add. Obviously, I didn't take home any cash, but it's just it's a show of how savvy, again, for the second year in a row. It's not about the draft necessarily, that helps, but it's also about moves in the season, and that's what I do. I think I've shown that I'm the best at that in this league. So I'll look to build on that again this year, but I plan to have a pretty solid draft, and I think this off-season regiment and training and research that I've been doing with Jimmy Woolen is going to pay off. I know he abandoned Kupchak, but hopefully that doesn't cause any turmoil with Kupchak. Question 1. I caused a lot of controversy with my number 1 pick, Rob Gronkowski. Do I have any regrets? Fuck no. I'll tell you who does have regrets. The whooping room, drafting, Eddie Lacy 3rd? I don't know, Sanford and Sud drafting Le'Veon Bell. Who else went? Just complete busts that went. Jamal Charles. None of these guys made it through the season or scored half the points as Gronkowski. This league is full of old curmudgeon status quo owners who like to rip and act up when somebody does something different. I respect PBR. They do change. They're preaching change, and they did that. I mean, drafting 5 running backs out of your first 5 picks, that's a bold move. Stupid, but bold. I respect that. We're in a league full of owners who look at the draft and say, oh, I better draft 2 running backs and then a wide receiver and then another running back and then a quarterback in round 6, and boring. Doesn't win championships. Never will. So you guys keep doing that. These nuts, USMC or whatever you're called, nut to butt, Kupchak. I mean, I can predict their draft right now. So, yeah, Gronkowski was the highest scoring tight end by far, and it paid off. He outscored, I think all but 3 of the first round picks, so it worked out. And that's from a tight end. How would I fix WBWIC? I'll tell you, simple. Less fucking government and commissioner. The fact that this league has been around for 12 years, and it still can't run on autopilot, means there's problems at the top. Now, I realize it's a thankless job. I sure as hell wouldn't do it. Nobody else would, except maybe Kagel. I don't know. But still, there's got to be a way to simplify the process. There should not be so much controversy, room for interpretation, and issues in just daily processes of fantasy. I think it shows that this league has been run poorly, and definitely we could use some type of fix to the leadership. I mean, I realize you have to run it as a tyrant, and I've seen that firsthand when the commission's been approached about changes, and it's pretty much a shutdown, Trump-style negotiation. A lot of whining, crying, I'm awesome, you're fired, that type of stuff. I've heard it all from them, but I think we could really look at trying to improve some of this stuff, particularly trade stuff. Like I said before, I just can't understand how that isn't simpler. I think it's the last 2 years, somehow there's been a controversy in trades that I've made that when they go through and agreed upon, they're all good. And then there's some weird, stupid loophole that causes an issue, and that just shouldn't happen. Question 3. Do I think that Sanford and Son is the new age of the WBWIC? No. Hell no. Do I think that Sanford and Son targeted Cam Newton in the 11th round and thought, yeah, he's going to be really good, nobody else knows this? No. They got fucking lucky. Here's the negotiations. Let me give you a glimpse into the war room of Sanford and Son. 10th round rolls around. 11th round rolls around. John says, hey, Jason, we don't have a quarterback. We better get a quarterback. And Jason says, oh, we don't? What? I thought I drafted one in the 3rd round. Oh, shoot. Huh. Well, let's draft Drew Brees. No, he's gone. How about Tom Brady? No, he's gone. Who's left? John says, this guy Cam Newton? I don't know. Jason says, all right, you go for it. Pick him. Guess what? He's awesome. Is that a lot? Is that a lot of research and, a sign of these guys turning the corner on elite fantasy football minds? No, not at all. If they finish above 500 this year, I'll eat my hat. Anyways, I think that Matterbaters are prime for another Fuad or Donald. I'm a little disappointed that the K-Ride Jelly has overtaken me for the most Fuad awards in the WBWIC, but I look to improve on that this year. If I have to, I'll win the Donald, but I'll take a Fuad. I don't see anything standing in my way. I think, like I said before, I'm going to show up and continue to do what I do, which is an esoteric approach to fantasy, and make moves, draft unorthodox, and I look forward to people ripping me in my strategy on draft day, but it'll show that it pays off. And you guys go with your, Marshawn Lynch, Calvin Johnson, Jamal Charles picks, and enjoy that. I'm going to be a little more creative in my season, and pretty much take this thing down. And the only thing that I see stopping me is some old curmudgeon owners complaining about how I operate, maybe bitching about trades, because they're going to happen. Bitching about, I don't know, free agents, whatever they can bitch about. Scoring, who knows. But short of the commission intervening and cheating for the, 4th straight year against me, I don't think that anything's going to stop it. So thanks for taking the time, and this is how real interviews are conducted in a more professional manner, and also with a little more class and dignity. So you guys should pay attention and maybe respect the process. We're running.